It's coming from your feet. This is the most simple thing any drummer should be able to think at day one. This is where everything starts, Of course, a great pedal will play the role, okay? It's really important. The right settings, because I've seen people, buying like super nice pedals and they're like, it doesn't work for me. Of course, you gotta set it up. You gotta find what you actually need. You gotta spend some time with it. It's, I don't know, maybe some people, trying to find like the easy way that, you get a peel and you play 280 double bass. It doesn't work. You gotta spend a lot of time playing. You gotta understand what you actually need from your settings. You gotta have a nice pair of pedals, of course, and spend some time with it. It's fun. It's playing double bass or playing drums in general. This is so much fun. The whole process, to discover new things and get into techniques, of course, as well. But simple things like setting up your pedals, trying to go and play a pattern, without worry about techniques. This is. There are many drummers saying you gotta have a great time. Other drummers will say you gotta be a nice person. You gotta be able to communicate, with the band. I would say it's a package. You gotta have everything. You gotta be a nice person. You gotta have, of course, a great time. You gotta be a shredder. When you need to go for it and show your band a little bit more. You gotta have it. It's a whole package, and everything starts from how actually good you are. There are so many things into drumming that you got to spend so many years if you want to cover more and more, So for me, I always suggest to my students, focus on your main side, do stuff the way you do them, and just try to be the best. Try to get better. That's it. So if you want to do this and then, do the same like that, obviously it takes double time, and you got to think, does it worth it? So let me make it more simple. My focus will be to become better and better, on my strong side. This is what I am and this is the way I play. Now, as a clinician drummer, I could sell this. So that would be a main focus, for me. If I was about to sell this, I would do that as well. Okay, what I do is I got everything in here. So listening, learning, imagining stuff, sometimes air drum and stuff, and everything is in here. I don't really need to write down all my songs and everything, but sometimes I will, sit down on computer and just write down some licks, maybe not to remember, because like I said, everything is in here and pretty well. Just to make sure I can share it with students and everything. It's extremely important. Gear is a main thing. On every drummer's vocabulary as well. If you got the right stuff, you can, deliver the right sounds. When you start playing drums and when you get into the instrument, it's not the most important thing. This is why I suggest to my students to have quantity and not quality as a main thing on the beginning. But then you start realizing, you really need the X cymbal. It's very expensive, but it talks the best, and this is what you need for your sound. So yeah, same with pedals and sticks and everything. Quality will be always quality. It's a main thing and a personal thing for your sound, and one of the most important things on every drummer. I used to be more back in the days, and I used to be more of a perfectionist, just try the best every day, and when you're doing a little mistake or something, be like frustrated or angry and everything, but I was always keeping everything for me. The thing is, you got people working for you, for example, your drum tech, so if you're like mad for something, maybe he thinks it's his fault and he can't do a good job for you, so by that, I learned to just accept the bad nights and just be happy with what I do. And it's, I think I was missing, the whole point of touring, having fun. So right now, the last couple of tours, I just try to be relaxed. If something goes bad, and it's gonna go bad for sure. I just accept it a little bit easier, and I got so much more fun. Totally two different worlds, for sure. Practicing is great. Still, you have this family vibe, with the band, and trying to, touch the perfection as much as you can, of course, and get ready for the show. Many drummers actually on their practice space, they try to simulate the live vibe. So practicing is less stress, less energy, of course. A lot of fun with the bands. Sometimes a little bit boring. Everything. The live thing is it's different. It's always great, always great. Unless if you have like a million problems, with your gear, or and you just want to kill yourself on stage, or stop on the second song, whatever. There are some bad moments, but definitely the live vibe. I will never change that. I mean, I just want to play live forever. This is the thing I was born to do, I guess.